Hey Jeff, what's up? Yo, Ken, what's up? What's going on, fellas? Oh, just a little Tuesday afternoon lunch break. Ain't got much going on today. Had a I had an interview this morning that went well, and we got other stuff going on. I'm feeling a little bit better. Yeah, I think I got over that sickness that I had. You know, uh, I got over the sickness. I feel pretty good. I wouldn't say that I'm, 100% better. Yeah, we're hauling Poverty Rock right now, and we're gonna be hauling that for, I would say, another month at least, maybe 6 weeks. You know, we'll probably be hauling it for a while. No, well, the one truck number 7 is back, but then we had one go into the shop this morning. It went to Peterbilt. It had, I don't know how in the hell this happened, but somehow the ABS modular said shorted to ground somewhere. And it gave me a whole bunch of pin locations and stuff like that. And I was like, dude, fuck this. Something is not right. Like, it wasn't. So I dropped that off at Peterbilt today. Hopefully we get that back today, but I think it's going to be tomorrow. I don't think they'll get it fixed. I mean, it's something shorted to grounds. That tells me there's some green crusties or something in there that, I have no diagram or, you know, uh, I have no diagram to know where the ABS modular is. So, fuck, it's better just to take it up there and have them fix it. A driver called me at 5:45. Uh, it's like, hey, this thing just came on. So I ran down there and plugged the computer into it, and that's what it said. So I was like, huh. Yeah, that is true. We can fly to the moon, or we're gonna try to go to Mars, but we can't keep green crusties and shorted to fucking ground fucking issues to stop. Something's fucked up. Is it breaking up again? I'm on the right Wi-Fi this time. I did make sure of that before I started. Oh, we're breaking up bad? God damn it. Let me see something here. Yeah, how about now? Is it better now? Yeah, I just switched the computer off Wi-Fi. Everything good? Nothing's going on. Uh, no, I'm not streaming porn. I'm streaming the thing on my computer. Like, so I can read some of the comments because they come here on the phone, like right there, and it takes. If I go back, it's easier for me to read them off this. So I switched what Wi-Fi that was on. So it's better. See, I Finally got my whiteboard up the other day. Oh, it's doing pretty good in the streets. We're out here just, the struggle is real, fellas. The struggle is real. What can I tell you? Always dealing with something. You know, uh, Not everything is positive all the time. Feel bad, Like we said, we had that truck go down, but I think it'll be something easy. I don't think it needs like an ABS modular. It did give me a whole bunch of like pin locations to check, like something was shorted to ground. I don't know. It's fucking aggravating, you know. It's actually the weather here is pretty nice. What's up, everyday Fleet Tech? Ugh. Yeah, that'd be a pretty good live stream. There's probably nothing on the tool haul. I'm not buying anything lately. I'm not planning on buying anything. Uh, there's really nothing I need, you know. And at some point, you have to have needs and wants list. And right now, the wants list is not very big. The needs list is not. Uh, the needs list is not very big. So, yeah, the Tecton promo, what they said, it went pretty well. Uh, Next month, we're going to do it again on the wrenches. Uh, we're going to make, they're going to do the code again just on Tecton wrenches because they were upset that fucking, uh, what was it? Uh, that their wrenches, the angle wrenches were sold out and shit like that. So it was fucked up. Man, you got fucking yeah, the Tecton angle wrenches, they're gonna be back in stock March 6th. So that's when they're gonna come back in. Uh is what the supplier told me. Now, I'll have a video when that comes back out. Yeah, they'll be coming out. Is they told me March 6th. I don't have any foreign drivers. Really, how I do it is if I can't understand you on the phone, then I'm probably not going to bring you in on an interview. And I mean, I don't know if that's wrong or whatever, but I mean, if I can't understand you and like you speak clearly to me, I don't know how I can help you. I don't really know the English language all that well, and you want me to watch, or try to learn another language? Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Hello, Matt. Yeah, I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I'm just saying, it's kind of confusing. Like, how in the hell am I supposed to know, if I can't hear you and all of that shit? I don't know. Yeah, they'll be back in March 6th is what they said. What's up, George? It's funny having my office over here because I can hear people drive down the street now. I used to not be able to hear that. It's kind of weird. So I would say, yeah, check the Tecton thing. It'll definitely be March 6th, March 7th, somewhere in there. That's what they told me. Oh, you went to the casino? I don't go to the casino. I'm not much of a gambler. Yeah. Uh-oh. Demonetized. Fucking demonetized. Yeah, no, I don't speak Ebonics, no. Yeah, people ask me, like, why have you gone away from your thing? Like, well, because fucking I'm tired of my videos getting demonetized or flagged for some bullshit. I'm over that. So I was like, ah, fuck. You know, every time you turn around, there's some shit that you gotta fucking do. It's ridiculous. Mario, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, uh-huh. Uh-oh. Demonetized. Yeah. Fucking little yellow thing. Click. Yeah, I don't... T-Lo, that's a good question. Why is everything... Why is everything so... Why is everybody so sensitive? Why is that? I don't get it. All right, I won't be doing any kingpins, but if I ever do, uh, I got the yoke puller. That thing's the shit. Yeah, I'll show that. Yeah, yeah, I don't know what it is. It doesn't mean not just because you cuss doesn't mean you're necessarily a bad person. I just think that you have, you know, here's the way that I'm going to put it in 2019. If America wasn't so stupid, I wouldn't have to cuss. I would say that's going to be the thing that it's kind of like what Trump ran on, make America great. Uh, I would probably run under this platform. Don't be so stupid so I don't have to fucking cuss at you. I think that is a great slogan. I think that that's where we need to go. Like, if somebody does something fucking stupid, I think they deserve to be called a dumb fuck. So maybe we need to get, maybe we need to get that slogan going. If you weren't so stupid, I wouldn't have to cuss. It just goes for in general. Like as America as a whole. You know, think about it. You know, that's basically what it is. Like these are the words that make me go, ah, shit. You know, or what in the fuck happened there? Like how in the fuck does this happen? That's a question. That's a question you have to ask yourself. You're a 60-year-old white male, and it's all your fault. Trust me, I have spoiled my kids, and now they are too sensitive. That is true. I would have to say, as parents, we do tend to spoil our kids, or say we want our kids to have it better than we had it, and you know that's fucked up because we don't teach them. Uh, you know, we don't teach them success or failure. You know what I'm saying? Everybody at the end of the baseball game when you lost 36-2, everybody still gets ice cream. Where my thing would be like, dude, you motherfuckers owe me a lap. For every run that you lost by, you owe me a lap. And now you can either do it today or when we get in practice. But we ain't doing shit till you get the running done. We're not taking batting practice. We're not taking none of this shit. You lost. Okay? It was a fucking embarrassment for me to fucking be here. Okay? And I don't know how I'm going to live with this. You know? Just start slapping people. That'd be pretty good. Are we buffeting again? I haven't noticed it here. You know, like think about that. You know, like kids nowadays, they don't even keep score of the little league games. Well, how in the fuck do you know if you won? You know, how in the fuck do you know if you fucking won the game or lost the game? How do you know that? Can't not everybody can tie. You know. Yeah, I work for it every day. You know. I'm gonna tell you, owning a business. This is what I've learned in 3 years. You know, owning a business is really just a whole bunch of problems that you're trying to solve. You know, is really all it is day to day. You know, you got a problem, you're like, I got to figure out how to fix this so this doesn't happen again. You know, like I'm trying to figure out how to heat shrink a whole Peterbilt dump truck. That's what I'm really trying to think of next. Like, how could I heat shrink it, okay, the whole fucking thing, and get it to work? You know, where the lift axle still go down and it still drives, and the bed still goes up, and the driver can get in the door. You know, that's what I'm thinking. You know, thank you, Matt. Man, I am not breaking up here. Mine looks pretty fine. I'm not breaking up here on my computer, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. And I'm on the fucking Wi-Fi. I think it's got to be troubles on your guys' end. Yeah, maybe somebody's signal's fucked up. Yeah, there you go, Scott. Yeah, that's what it is. You know, I just feel like it's just one problem after another that I got to dive through. And how many of these problems can I go today and still make it, you know? Making good choices in babysitting. True. True. When it comes down to it, that's really what I do. I wouldn't say necessarily babysitting. Sometimes, you know, I would say being a counselor, you know, a camp counselor would be what it, you know, some of it is. You know, sometimes you got to motivate, you know, God damn it. It's got to be something on YouTube side. You know, YouTube is absolutely terrible. You know, hold on here. Let me see if I can. Yeah. We're on the right Wi-Fi. So maybe it's close to the water. I've never been in law enforcement. What's that like? I have a feeling, see, I would never do good as a cop because you got all those fucking reports. You know what I'm saying? And they wouldn't be able to read not a fuck one of them. And then I wouldn't be able to know how to write all that down. You know what I'm saying? Like, write all that shit down. So you have a dump truck business and you can't find a driver. You own a Peterbilt and a Mack and nobody wants to drive the Mack or the Peterbilt? Wow, I've never had that problem. Man, okay, so like if I was having problems trying to find drivers, I'd look around and I'd ask other drivers questions about what they want to have, what they want in their employer. Okay, now I wouldn't necessarily take all of their suggestions, but I would take some of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are the good drivers looking for? Okay, start there. And you ask those guys, what is it? Is it pay? Is it is it, do you want a certain freedom? Um is it, you know, it's kind of asking questions. No, I am not a cop. Demonetized for no. That's a question that I'd ask. What's up, Coon Trucking? Just watched your video on that power divider. Boy, that guy fucked that thing up. I'd say he drove it down the road about 40 mile an hour with it locked in and the buzzer going off. Good looking out, fellas. Good looking out. Well, a lot of drivers, yeah, think that they should make more than the boss, because here's what they don't see the whole back end of the stuff. All right, so like they don't see like all the shit that goes in to working to getting them work, and like all the bullshit that I gotta put up with. I mean, like, I don't know if a lot of them could handle it. I'm sure that some of them could handle it, but a lot of them couldn't. When you start adding in, like, okay, we got this problem, now we need to get that one done, and then that one is going to create this problem, and you got all this different stuff, and you're trying to figure out how to, slice up the pie evenly. That's what gets time consuming, and just the time commitment that you have to give as the owner to what you necessarily monetary get out of it. The time to pay ratio for me is way under minimum wage, so I know that going into it, so it doesn't really bother me. Kevin Wallace, no, some people did not be fine from going from a cop to a trucking company. Wasn't successful as a cop, wasn't successful as a trucking company. Yes, I saw the 2020 Ford Super Duty. I saw it this morning on that TFL truck. I was watching it. I've been to the shop since about 7:30, so I've been pretty bored here. But I did see the new Super Duty. I watched about 5 or 6 videos on it. The one thing I don't understand is that gas engine. I don't know what the hell they're going to do with that. I'd like to see the new power numbers of the diesel, but I don't really understand that gas engine yet. Yeah, the 7.3 gas motor. What the fuck is that for? I have been in the over there in the what you would call the landscape genre of YouTube, and I've noticed a lot of the landscape guys that have F-250s and 350s, they seem to be going away from the diesels to the gas engines. And I don't know if it's from emissions, or they said something about, like with the gas engines, they can tow what they need to tow, and they don't have the expense of the diesel engine, is what I've been noticing over in the landscaper genre of YouTube. You know, is kind of what I've been noticing. So maybe some of those guys will be really excited about the gas engine. I don't know. You know, they said the diesel is a $10,000 upgrade, you know, and all this shit. Uh, you know, so they're paying a whole bunch of money for shit that they really don't use. And, you know, a gas engine still goes 300,000 miles, I guess, if you take care of it. I mean, I've seen them that high. So I guess to each their own, you know. Yeah, I got a diesel because I basically fill up here at the shop. So it's kind of, you know, it is what it is. UPS is going to gas? Wow. That's interesting. Guess gas is cheaper, you know. And with all that diesel emissions bullshit, it is kind of a pain in the ass. Well, Tom, I wish if I had a couch down here, you bet your ass I would take a nap. Usually, if I get bored, I try vacuuming. I edit YouTube videos from time to time. But if I had a nap area in here and like a pillow and a blanket down here, oh yeah, I would definitely take a sleep. You know, I definitely would sleep. But most of the time during the day, you know, I don't know what else I could do. Well, this chair's not very comfortable. You know, like, I'm just going to be honest. This is not the most comfortable chair I have ever sat in. It's definitely, you know, like I like to sleep with my legs up, and I got no headrest for my head. So then I'd be snoring pretty loud where the neighbors might come over and ask if I died. You know? McP works at my buddy's landscaping business. You're right, Isaac. I do need a lazy boy. Maybe I need a GoFundMe. I think I'm going to have to start a GoFundMe for a lazy boy at the shop. If anybody, you know, wants to donate, you know, we'll have the PayPal link in the description. Get Justin a lazy boy so he can take a nap. Yeah, power lift chair is probably more or less what it's like, you know. But I think a GoFundMe is what we need. Usually the plants set the cost of the asphalt. I don't really set. I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you what it costs a ton, because we're never in the area where we have to pay for it. We're always working for the place that owns the asphalt company. So I guess they just trade money in between themselves. I don't know. Uh, no, the one of the 389s is there getting a hood fixed, and that should be done this week. And then we got to take the red truck to get the hood fixed where the asphalt caved in it, you know, the old soup bowl truck. And that should be the end of this week, beginning of next. And then we should have the whole fleet back. Get a fold out cot. They are excellent. Okay. No, there's not a lot of snow. There was the last couple weeks, but it's 50 degrees, I think, here today. So, no, there's no snow. And then it's raining. So, the raining is coming down, you know. So it's melting the snow. Yeah, rain ending at 100. Oh no. Well, it's 41 here today. And we're going to have rain tomorrow, rain Thursday. And then let's see here. Next week more snow flurries. So, you know, it is what it is. How many days till paving starts? Fuck. Probably 30 working days, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, they might all start looking good for a group picture. I don't know when that's going to be. Yeah, they're all the jobs are usually state funded, yeah. State or like county funded most of the time. You know, like doing like real type work stuff. I don't really get involved in like what they do. I just go to where they tell me. I could really care less who pays the bill. As long as I get paid, I really don't care. You know? So negative 22 outside of Mount St. Helens this morning. Whew! That's cold. The check comes from the contractor. I don't know how they get paid. Never asked. Don't care. Yeah, there is heated beds. You know, you can get heated beds. I don't have any heated beds. Uh, you know, then you can't have all the lights on the side. So you go back to work April 15th. Ours will probably be March 15th, somewhere in there when we get back. Wow, 71 in Hilton Head. Fucking shoo-wee. That's pretty good. Shoo-wee. I wish that was here, you know. Yeah, negative 47 in Canada. I want no part of that. That's fucking cold. How do the trucks keep the proper speed? What the fuck you mean at the plant? Well, you just idle through the plant. You can't be flying through the plant creating dust. You'll get yelled at. Sixty-eight. Man, down south is pretty good. I wish it was. I can't wait till it's 68 degrees here. That's going to be nice. '65 in Maryland. Yeah, it's like I said, it's 41 here today, which is not too bad. Really, you know, really not that, really not that horrible. What's up, dude? Yeah, I saw that. I watched it. Those guys talking about the rain, you know. Well, California doesn't get very much rain, you know. You work for an asphalt paving company and you run the road mill. That's pretty cool. Oh man, that's what I like. 77 in Central Florida. There we go. Uh Jesus. There we go. Yeah, the running the mill, that's usually we have to wait a couple weeks for them to get the mill ahead before we start hauling uh, fucking asphalt. Maybe a couple days. You know, it depends if they start right out on a mill and fill project. Usually they don't. Usually they mill for a little bit and then then we'll start paving behind. You know, it takes a little bit in the beginning of the season because sometimes they got to do manholes and a whole bunch of that shit. Oh, you're in the bathroom again? There you go, Dustin. It's better to get in the bathroom. You know, get that work time, work time poo. What are you talking about? Another dumbass. There's a lot of dumbasses out there, man. It's hard to narrow them down. you know? Yeah, Michael, that's when I'm guessing the end of March, middle of March, somewhere in there. I'm gonna have to look back last year to see when we really started. I think it was the end of March. I know night shift got started in April, and I'm assuming that's probably when we're gonna start again this year. We're not allowed to take millings. You know, we're not. You can't take millings away from the job. It has to go back to the plant. They recycle all that stuff. They will get. They will get. You will get your ass in serious trouble if you steal millings. Serious trouble. That is true, Wayne. You do have to multitask if you're running the. You do have to multitask if you're running the mill. That's a hard job. I don't know how much they cost to run per mile. I've never figured that out. I know how much it costs to run per hour. You have 3 Wargens. At least you got Wargens. Them are good machines. Them German ones. Yeah, they have to wait for a certain temperature. Yep. Yeah, Kong, I saw that. The beep beep dude. Fucking retarded. Some guy, just got too much time on his hands, really. All right, well, have fun getting back to work. As you can tell, I'm hitting it real hard. Well, maybe they're different. I don't know. Yeah, no, maybe in Michigan it's different, but I know here in Ohio, you don't want to get caught stealing fucking millings. No, 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 no. Be getting in serious trouble. See, here's another one. Let me get him. See, I got that one quick. I already know. Yeah, the millings do make good parking lots. Sometimes they'll let you take them like if you if it has a bunch of concrete in it, like they'll call them junk millings, and then you can maybe get a load or two of those. Like, hey man, I need some at my shop to even out the thing. Sometimes they'll give you some of that, but other than that, no. Yeah, we've been busy. The wife is the wife leaves Friday for Hawaii for 10 days, and so it's uh, just me here for that time. No knee or Heath there. I mean, I get it. You're trying to expand your stuff, but uh, you don't have to have necessarily. I mean, it helps to have a strong mechanical background, but I would just find somebody that you trust and that can fix your shit quickly. That's the biggest thing. Start hauling sand. There you go. Yeah, most of the time, all the millings go to the plant. They want those things. They're like gold. DBS time. Yeah. No, I don't think I'll have. I don't think I'll have any DBSs to the house. You don't want none of that. Yeah, I'm gonna sit at home. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna work. I got a couple things that I want to fix. Uh, so I'm probably gonna do that, and I'll just be able to work with not having to worry about rushing home at 4 to 4:30 to pick up Enzo and all that stuff. I mean, it'll be quite nice. I won't have to worry about that. I just have to go let the dogs out. You know what I'm saying? Like from time to time. But I'll probably miss my kid for being gone 10 days like that. I'm sure my wife will, you know, uh, she'll FaceTime me from time to time, you know. No, probably no more bumper videos by myself. No, if I have to do one of those again, I'm going to get some help. Definitely. Definitely going to get some help. Or I'll make studs, you know. I'll make some studs or something to go in there, but I'm sure it's metric fucking bolts, you know. We usually stay an hour and a half, 2 hours away from the shop. We don't go very far, you know. Yeah, get rid of those damn dogs. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta find something, but hopefully we don't have any more bumper repairs. I'm looking forward to that. No, I like the blue color. Probably every truck that I get will be blue. I like that blue. It looks good, like when it's all shined up and it looks pretty good. In the summer, the blue looks really nice. Yeah, the car bumpers are easy because they're plastic. Yeah, that's true, but a lot of those guys, they don't want to come in here. Like I say, I fix it when they're not here. I fix everything when nobody's here. It's usually just me by myself. That way I can work and you know, I can work without being interrupted, because there's nothing worse than trying to get something done when there's somebody just standing there looking at you, offering no help. It's out there. The old bumper's out there in the scrap bin. Like when somebody's just standing there, like what are you doing? Like, dude, let's get to work. I didn't know Freightliner bumpers are plastic. Yeah, the legendary blue color is really nice. I like that color. You have a lot of bumper headlight repairs and tail light repairs. We don't have very many tail light repairs because they're kind of recessed in there where you know, you really can't hit them. We don't have too many of those, to be honest with you. Like we have them more where they burn out. You know, like I got these. They're called, I think they're Growy hybrid lights. So they're stop, turn, and backup lights all in one. You know, so it just has one light, or you know, the backup's in the center and that's clear. Then it has red around it. Those seem to burn out, and they get a lot of water in them for some reason. Like, man, I was like, God damn, these things get watery. You're probably right. Uh, I've never priced a headlight assembly from Peterbilt. Oh, they hit the taillights on the converter dollies. Oh, you must pull a lot of doubles and triples. That is pretty hard to back up, I guess. I don't know. I've never done it. Never pulled a lot of doubles and triples. Yeah, the tail lights are LEDs. The most expensive truck repair I've done is rebuilding the Cummins engine. It cost us $16,000. Man, Volvo's $2,500 for a headlight? For one? Holy shit. How do I balance the YouTube broadcasting and the work time in the shop? Well, so to film the videos, it takes longer to do the repair than if you didn't film it. So that's just something I know. So I put that into the time that I take it. Now, there's some things that I do that I don't record. Because like sometimes, you know, like if you've never done it, then you got a bunch of editing time to kind of get it down into a video. But I balance it pretty good. Like, you know, right now there's not much going on. But if something had to go on, I would get that done before I do stuff like this. You know, so work comes first, but right now everybody kind of knows where they need to go. And, you know, there's no real emergencies for me to fix. Yeah, sometimes parts are expensive, but I mean, $2,500 for a Volvo headlight, I find that quite expensive. Like, I mean, is it made out of, you know, unicorn piss or something? Like, you know, like, holy shit. Yeah, I would tape a flashlight to the hood for that price, or I'd be buying aftermarket ones. I wouldn't be buying one from Volvo. Fucking hey. I mean, sometimes these people are proud of the dumbest shit. You know, like I thought Peterbilt was pretty proud of hoods at $4,600, and that's just a hood. That's, you know, I was like, holy shit. You know, like that's pretty bad. Uh, yeah, Poverty Rock is keeping the books okay. Um, what you don't make much money in the winter. Like I'm not making money hand over fist here uh, in the winter. This is basically just to keep you from going into the negative. It's a break even proposition at best. It's not Like, you're not going to be, you're not going to, can't afford to do very, very much on the poverty rock lifestyle. You know, you could, if you could get in and out of the goddamn, if you could get in and out of the goddamn salt plants with efficiency, you could. But nothing about these salt plants use the word efficiency or anything in a timely manner. You know, like there'll be nobody there and about 9 trucks in the parking lot, and sometimes you have to wait an hour in a parking lot before they call you back. I don't know what it is. I think that they just, my drivers are frustrated. They're like, dude, what the fuck? There's nobody in there. Like, what the hell are they doing down here? Like I tell them all the time, I don't run that place. I cannot fix it. I mean, if you would like me to go, buy a salt yard, I guess, we could try it, but I just don't know how I would fix it. I mean, I got some ideas, but, you know, first thing we're going to do is cut out the hourly rate. You know what I'm saying? We're going to cut that out. And I'm going to do it the first week. We're going to do it on how many trucks you fucking load out. That's how many you get paid on. Okay, and we're starting them out at a nickel. So every time you load a truck, you get a fucking nickel. And, we'll see how you do from there. Yeah, so official Volvo headlights are $994. What the fuck are they made out of? Now, I'm not a Mack truck fan. No. If you would like to ride a bucking bull for 8 hours, then buy a Mack. But if you don't buy one of those fucking things. Yeah, Justin Salt Trucking. Yeah. That's the first thing I would do, those guys, is put them on, you get paid on how many trucks leave the fucking facility. And I'll throw another nickel in if you can hit the driver's weight without them being over 500 pounds. Every fucking time. Every fucking time. And then we'll see how many of these guys, make it after the first week. But I have a feeling that would pick up the pace a little bit. Yeah. I'm just saying for the guys that load it, because, holy shit, they take forever. I like that 990. That thing's actually pretty good looking. I like it. I hope that Peterbilt makes like a 599. I think that's the next truck they need to come out with, is they need to make a square hood Peterbilt off that same chassis, which I'm sure they will. Yes, the days of cleaning, the day of snow plowing parking lots have come and gone, and I'm so happy. I am completely done with that mess. I want no part of that anymore. So I'm out on the retired plan there. Well, at least your salt plant opens at 5 a.m. Okay? Ours is supposed to open. Now, they're supposed to be working 6 to 3:30. But I was at the salt yard today at 6:15, and there was not a fucking worker one in there. Okay? And I know they didn't start loading trucks till 7:30, and they were backed out up on the highway. Yeah, I know. I know. Wayne, I go through it. My drivers go through it every day. Every fucking day. And it's like, man, I can't. I'm sorry. This is the only thing we can do right now. As soon as something else opens up, I will gladly get you out of there. But at this particular time, No, kind of sucks. At least my guys don't have to leave at 8. But man, if our salt yard opened at 5, that would be awesome. You know, that would be pretty good. But they don't. They're supposed to start at 6, but it's really like 7:30. You know, it's like, oh. Then my guys are frustrated. I get it. I mean, I understand their frustration. Yeah, they're union. Yeah, you know. So get them to work overtime. I mean, it's like Jesus fucking Christ. You know. The 389s are good. Uh, I like them 389s. For some reason, I don't know. I just like that style truck. I don't know what it is. I mean, I get it. Going back to the salt yards, I get my driver's issues. I used to go down there. I mean, shoot, 2 years ago, I'd be down there in the same line with you. You know, um, I get it that it's a struggle. Like you don't want to sit all day, but it's just frustrating. I feel for them. Yeah, Michael Jones, that's what it is. They just want somebody to talk to. I mean, I don't think these guys have ever been to a shipper, right? And then they're like, "Oh, your appointment's at 3:30." And then like I know that then they push that back to fucking 8:30 or something because they can't fuck around on unloading a trailer. Like you have a forklift, drive this motherfucker in there, pick up the shit, put it on the dock. Take the other shit that's got to go in the truck, fucking pick it up with the forklift, drive it in there. I'll fucking strap it down. This should be less than a 15-minute fucking issue. But no, you guys want to fucking have a lumper fee like the guy that instead of the company paying the forklift driver, they want the truck driver to pay the forklift driver. You got to be shitting me. You know? Some of this shippers and trucking is fucking outrageous. You know? Yeah, 4 brake jobs. I'm going to do 4 brake jobs in a week. I have till Thursday to do that, and then I'll have 4 in a week. But I had to let my back calm down. I think I hurt myself lifting up those drums. I think I strained myself a little bit. Uh, Nathan, how come the guys don't wear a gas mask in the pit area? Just like anything else, you become tolerant to that shit. And as long as it's not a yellow cloud of death, it's not that bad. You learn how to breathe. You take short, little breaths. You don't take big, deep breaths when you're around nitro. You take short breaths, and your body becomes immune to it after a while. And most of the time, if you watch, everybody has a fan, so they're just blowing that shit out the back towards everybody else. As long as it's not a yellow cloud of death and humidity and how much idle, how many gallons a minute they're burning, and a little bit, the camshaft has something to do with how much fuel comes out the pipe, and you just become immune to it. It's just like anything else. Now the worst part is that when sometimes you got to wear a gas mask, it depends on how bad and how violent. Like if it's the yellow cloud, then it gets caught in the trailer for like 10 minutes in the trailer. You got to wear your respirator. But it kind of it goes on humidity, camshaft, and really how much they run, how much they're trying to burn at idle. You know. So on the 7 axle truck, it's only 3. The 2 drive axles in the front steer axle have disc brakes. The other ones have uh, drum brakes on the lift axles. It could have been from the bumper too. I don't remember which one. Yeah, it was Isaac. It was too many steroid jerks. It's just I got a little kink in my back. It's going to take a couple days. You know, like last night I went to bed. My wife said I was sleeping in my chair by 6:15. I couldn't believe it. I can't believe that I did that. I was like, oh shit, that was bad. And I woke up at 4:30. Sucks. I would say the heat and humidity and the bugs in the summer are worse than the winter. I'd rather be cold than hot. See, hot you can't take off any more clothes. Now cold you can always put more clothes on. So I'd rather deal with the coldness than the heat. You know what I'm saying? See, this guy fucked up his knee. Yeah, I know. I'm falling apart at 38. You know, like 6:15. I took some ibuprofen and I was like, I was fucking out. out. Next thing I know, it was 4:30 in the morning and I had to pee. It's all I remember from last night. Don't remember anything. It was bad. No, Yoda Doug, that's see, because I got it up there pinned up. You know, I'm gonna get ready and go home here soon. But no, actually, no, he's at the. I don't know where Enzo is. I think he's at the babysitters. I don't know. Have I ever heard of conundrum? What is that? No, I don't know what that is. Yeah, the troll accounts are thick. You know, they're out all the time. The way I look about it is if you get internet trolls, that means you done something. You know? No, why in the fuck would I use walkie talkies, Andrew? Like, what the fuck? Why in the. Why would I use walkie talkies? It makes no fucking sense. Yeah, you know? Yeah, you gotta get twice, twice you gotta get up and pee. I'm sure, you know. I don't play video games, so I really don't. I really don't know about Simulator. I've watched it on YouTube, but like fucking 18 speed shifters and like they're driving a fucking truck and they're making deliveries. I'm like, dude, this what the fuck? The fuck do you want to do that for? Then they have like truck mods, where they'll have this fucking 900-inch fucking Kenworth or Peterbilt. I'm like, what is this about? I really don't get it. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I fucking don't get it. But whatever. No, I've never watched Rocky Mountain Bull Haulers channel. Is all the coon trucking JP or whoever drama over? No, those guys, they won't say anything publicly, but behind the scenes, they're still, you know, they still run their trap. Okay, they do it behind the scenes. They have a new mouthpiece now, uh, that they use. So they're not going to publicly come out and do anything because it makes them look idiots. look like idiots, and then they feel like 90% of the people on their channel don't really know who they are, and they want it that way, so people actually like believe what they say. But so no, they kind of like behind the scenes bullshit shit. It's kind of their new thing. They like to, they'll put some shit out there, but it'll all be, behind the scenes. Nobody has the balls to say anything. Uh, they're acting like their fucking YouTube channel is so fucking great. They don't have the balls to say what they really want on their own channel. So they go around playing games behind the scenes. That's usually what, like, uh, you know, kind of like bitches. Like a girl will never, like, some of them will motherfuck you, but a lot of them, they catty talk behind the scenes is usually what they do. Oh, it's excellent for pain relief and motivation. I'll have to look it up. Bad color. Yeah, I've seen the American Truck Simulator. I just don't understand. I don't understand playing a video game driving a truck around. I'm not, like I've said, I'm not a gamer. You know. You know. I don't understand that. I mean, like I saw this one dude set up. He had like this big long shifter and shit. I was like, wow, that's fucking cool. Everything. Oh, okay, you don't have very. Yeah, I guess I'd rather drive a real truck. That's true. Yeah, I've never been, like I said, I've never been a gamer. You know, like, man, I don't know about playing a game. You know. Oh, yeah, I saw that new Ferrari SUV. I haven't like seen it like really released, but man, I was like, that would actually be cool to get and drive. You know, like instead of getting a 458, get the SUV Ferrari. You know, at least they won't hit you as bad because they know that somebody's gonna drive that fucking thing. Be rolling around in a Ferrari SUV. I'm sure it'll be fucking 400 grand or some outrageous fucking price. You know, and it probably won't, and the windows won't work. Oh, 286K. Not a problem. Not a problem. What's going on, Chris? They do get money uh from NHRA. It's not much. It's not much. I think you get 50 grand if you win the race. If you win the championship, you get 500 grand. And I think if you qualify, you get 10. But to win 50, you spend 150. So no matter how you look at it, you're in the hole 100. You know, it's ridiculous. Yeah, if you had a Ferrari, you would. I could never drive that to the shop. Could never drive that. You want to talk about pissing off your drivers? Holy shit! You show up here in a fucking SUV Ferrari. You want to talk about some pissed off motherfuckers? I mean, no, I think they would just go tear your shit up on purpose. We cross the state lines a lot. We cross Kentucky, Indiana a lot. You got to think we're only 6 miles from both. You know, yeah, that's true. People would be asking for pay raises real fucking quick. Like, well, if you can afford to drive that, you can afford to drive that. I really don't know how more a fuel efficient an 18 speed is. Some people say every time you break torque, that's less efficient. I really don't believe that. Like uh, really an 18 speed is about keeping the truck in a constant range where the engine works the easiest or runs the best. It's really what you want to do. I mean, 285 for a Ferrari SUV. Maybe that's what after I get off this live stream, I'll YouTube that, see if I can see if they have any new pictures of it or what it looks like. But no, a cold air intake would not make the trucks run any better. You know what I'm saying? Andrew, apparently you don't know very much about that shit. An aftermarket transmission? No, Eaton Fuller or Allison makes the transmissions. Peterbilt makes one. They make a 12-speed automatic transmission. But uh, most truck transmissions are either Eaton Fuller or Allison. No, I've never heard that, Tom. Work on push bikes. Yeah, there's a mile a gallon difference between the ultra shifts and the automatics. The Allisons get a mile less per gallon than the ultra shift does. Okay. Hey, Rutspelt. Yeah, the ultra shifts get a lot better fuel mileage. I like those. I like those. You know. Yeah. I mean, it's fucking. The Allisons don't have enough gears. They need two more gears. Did I weed out the he hate me's? No. I'm probably sure there's a lot more he hate me's out there. You know, there's a lot more he hate me's out there. We're up to 7. You can see all of them written down over here. You know, I have a spot for JST 8 and 9. Uh, when the banks approve me for loans on those two. So I wrote 8 and 9 on there just in case I get them. I figured I'm going on the Field of Dreams plan here that if I write it on the board, maybe maybe it will come true. I don't know. I'm not holding my breath, but I wrote it on there. So these smiley faces came with the whiteboards. It's like emojis. and I think they're supposed to be, uh, you know, I think these are supposed to be the erasers too, but so you can kind of change the mood if you're in, like this one is, kind of you're in a happy mood. You can change it to crying, a kissy face. I didn't know that this when I ordered this off Amazon, I didn't know it came with this. Like, what the fuck? You know? Yeah, it's a vision board, right? So if you know, like I already got 7, so I said, well, fuck, I'll just write 8, 9 on there, and we'll see if we get lucky. The best type of fuel is, well, for heavy haul, you can only run one type of fuel. That's the green on-road diesel. There's no other choice. That's really all you can do. Yeah, am I selling the gray stickers up there? No, not yet. Um, these are how I do my truck numbers. So, uh, you know, I changed the logo again, and so these go on the front of the truck, and then there's a number 1 or, uh, 1 or 7 behind them, and then that's how you have the truck numbers, because you have to have a truck number on your truck. Yeah, I'll have to make the board bigger or whatever, or I can make these smaller if I get more than 10 trucks. But right now I'm on the if you build it, they will come thing, like a Field of Dreams. I'm probably dreaming, but we'll see what the banks want to do here. The good thing is as of right now, they haven't told me no, and they haven't told me yes. So, they keep asking for more information, and my theory is the more information they ask, the better it's going. How long do the truck wheels last? Well, as long as you don't break them, they can last. I've seen aluminum wheels like that are 30 years old. As long as you don't beat the shit out of them and crack them, I guess they last forever. I don't know if there's a lifespan on wheels, Yeah, Chris, I'm not going to say, more than likely they're going to say yes. Like, their concern is that I grew too big too fast. So, I guess I have a higher rate of going out of business. I don't fucking know. See, I think what happens is like a lot of truck owners, like guys that get big fleet. What's up, Brian? A lot of truck owners that get big fleets, here's what they do. So they'll buy a whole bunch of trucks, and then I've heard of this happening. They'll buy a whole bunch of trucks, and then what they'll do is they'll not pay for them, okay? And then all the money that they use, they bank all that up, all right? And then they file bankruptcy, and the bank has to come and get the trucks. This takes about 11 or 12-month process. And then what they do is they hide the money. They rat hole all this cash, okay? Then they go to the bankruptcy court, and here's the excuse that they use. So they use the excuse that, oh, I have a gambling problem, or I got, I had a drinking problem, and then it turned into a gambling problem, and I don't have the money to pay for these trucks. And then the bank says, oh, okay. So then the guy is fucking bankruptcied and all that shit, you know. And then what he does is for those 11 months that he worked these 10 trucks, now he's got $300,000 fucking in cash. And he goes out and he buys one dump truck and he just keeps on doing it just himself. But now he has brand new truck free and clear and some money in the bank. That's what I've heard people do. I personally would not do that, but that's what I've seen them do. So that's the excuse that they use. Yeah, no. Why does YouTube hate you, Brian? You're going to have to elaborate why YouTube hates you. Yeah, some people do that. Yeah, I'm making cussing great again, 2020. Like I said, no, the lift axle wheels usually don't get stuck. I've never had them get stuck anywhere. I don't know what equipment share is. Oh, you don't get Yeah, nobody gets notifications right now, Brian. It's not you, it's everybody. Yeah, I saw that you bought a new excavator. I don't, I mean, I didn't watch the video. I just saw it, I saw it that you bought it, There are equipment rental company startup. Never seen that. I don't know. They're not here in Ohio. I've never seen them. We have Nations Rent, Sunbelt Rental, or you can get from Cat Rental. Oh, your girlfriend works at United. Yeah, we have United Rentals. Oh, I don't know. A lot of people aren't getting YouTube notifications, Brian. You're not the only one. Here in Ohio with a 7-axle, we can go to 80,000 pounds, and like depending on the length, it's like 79,500. Well, they're not gonna weigh you over 500 pounds. It's not worth their time. Well, so you're saying your excavator's sweet? What are you doing with it? I mean, why would you buy an excavator? And how haven't your neighbors freaked out when they look over and they look over next to their house and you got a backhoe and a fucking excavator and a fucking bulldozer, you know what I'm saying? And you got all this shit and they haven't called the police on you or the zoning commission. I don't know how. I'm sure they got that there. We don't do very much off-road work. Well, got to be careful. You flip over a dump truck, it's pretty much totaled. I don't know what the pulling capacity of my trucks are. We don't pull anything with it. We don't really pull anything. It would pull 80,000 pounds just like any other truck would. Oh, my trucks are expensive. My trucks are probably about $15,000 to maybe $15,000 more than a spec truck. For some reason, they don't want to order a lot of them. Like, you know, some places have been giving me shit. Like, man, this is such a special truck. It would be like, you know, if we got stuck with it, what the fuck we gonna do with this thing? Oh, okay. Yeah, Brian, you're gonna get in trouble by parking that shit out there, man. I'm telling you, it's a matter of time before they say, okay, you're a fucking business. You have to have a shop or a commercial area. You know, it's a matter of time. I'm telling you. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not gonna let that happen. Oh, you putting the drop axle down kept it from rolling over. Well, you gotta read ground conditions. Why don't we run pup trailers? Because they're not, nobody here in Ohio runs them. It's location. Sometimes if you put the drop axles, it'll keep you, it'll stable the truck back up. But I would say you just got lucky. Because it'll rip the whole bed off if it's fucking loaded. You know. No, I don't like the... Oh, by the end of the summer, you're going to have a shop? I mean, did you just buy all this stuff basically just to build a house? Or what are you going to do with it after you build your house? Sell it? I mean, there is a need for end dumps here with semis, but I don't want to get involved in that. You want to talk about flipping some trucks over? Get some frameless dumps and put those 40 feet in the air with frozen gravel in it. Let's talk about it. Well, there you go. Yeah, frameless end dumps. Not fun. They'll flip that whole fucking thing over. Like, yeah, that is true. Your PTO could go up going down the road. You don't want that. Yeah, the Flowboy trailers, there's one of the asphalt companies we work for owns 2 Flowboy trailers, and they use them from time to time. They're not bad. You know, I'd rather have one of those than the frameless end dumps. I'm not really big on those, you know. I don't know what type of jack stands. Oh, you want to do all types of dirt work? You want to monopolize the industry. Okay, Brian. Well, if you want to monopolize the industry, you have to get a dump. You have to get it to where people can take leftover dirt to. You know, that's what a lot of guys here are doing. Is buying old gravel pits because we got so many of them around here, and then they're filling them back in with dirt, and then they charge people like $20 or $30 tipping fees to dump dirt. Now the only downside to that, this is what makes me a little nervous about that, is because you don't know exactly what they're dumping in there. So like let's say somebody dumps some contaminated dirt in there, and it's 10 years later, and the EPA finds out that, hey, your shit is polluting the water table around here or whatever. You then are responsible to go in there and clean up that fucking mess. So you could be doing really good on your tipping fees, right? And then somebody dumps, maybe a whole bunch of crap in there that you didn't know about, or, said, oh, fuck it, I'll charge you $50. Nobody will ever know. And then you come to find out, I just don't know. I mean, it's a great idea. I just don't know the risk versus the reward on that. Especially, like, because you can't dump asphalt into water. You can't dump fucking all this, a body. Yes. You don't know what the fuck's going over there, Like when you show up, or like, like you got to say, hey, whoa, yeah, that could open a big lawsuit down the road. That's one thing that I've noticed. But you got to think, you can say, okay, I want this much for my trucks, and then, you can do all this other shit. Yeah, you don't want the EPA all up in your business. You don't want them anywhere near that motherfucker. Yeah, that's how a lot of guys are getting work. I get it. I get it. That's how you get a lot of dirt work, is you control the dumps. You know, I'm not really into that type of stuff. I don't like moving a lot of dirt. It's kind of boring, gets messy, tears up a lot of shit. But these guys are getting dumps, man, and that's what they're doing. So, like I know that another big trucking company around here just bought a dump, and there's another guy that owns a dump, and they're getting like 20 or 30 bucks to fucking, dump this shit up. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want a dump site either. I'm staying away from that. But also, Brian, I don't want any excavators or bulldozers. I want no part of that. Yeah, I'm only trucks. Because they never, man, it's $200 to dump a load of dirt, and you have to have clean certs. Also, the dirt has to be tested before you can take it to the place, right? Damn, $200? A fucking truckload? Whew. Makes it expensive to move some dirt. Owning a pit too is going to be outrageous, because then you're into then you have the IMSA, the Mine Association Safety Board. You want to talk about some serious fucking Nazis. You want to talk about some serious fucking pain in the asses. You get some mining safety people around. Okay, you want to talk about Vaseline with no lube. Okay. Whew. Wow. Yeah, sitting around on a pipe crew, you test every job. Okay, that's maybe, if I had one, that's what I would require too. Like, it's $500 tipping fee, but it's $200 if you have certifications. Because I know the only place that takes contaminated dirt around here is actually Rumpke. And then they set it up there on top of the garbage for so many years till, I guess, all the diesel fuel or whatever's in it runs out. Whatever. Yeah, you can't get shit when the mining safety shows up. You are in a world of fuck. Then anybody that comes in your plant has to have an hour-long safety video and sign off on that shit. It's a pain in the ass. We go to a couple mine places to get lime, and two of my drivers have been through the mine safety class, so those are the only two that I send. They're like, man, we got to go down there again. I'm like, yeah, you guys been through the safety class. You don't have to sit through that bullshit. Yeah, dirty dirt is a no-no. I don't even know what could be really in it. I guess just fuel. What else? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get it. All radioactive material could be in it. Well, who in the hell is blowing up nuclear weapons? The government did that on land that they own. You know, I don't see the EPA out there. You know what I'm saying? What did they say? They flew a whole bunch of shit in Area 51 and burned it and fucking burned it in the fucking in ditches. Some of the guys got sick because they were burning all kinds of nasty shit. Like, fuck that. Yeah, I guess it could have gasoline in it. It'd be like a lot of those things like around gasoline pumps and stuff like that. I don't know. I've never hauled a lot of dirt. I just haul asphalt. To Cattleman City. It was 600 miles one way. Whew. Yeah, but where'd you take it? You had to take it somewhere. When you can catch gas, when you can catch the ground on fire, you know you did some shit. You know. Lead from tailpipes is a big thing out here. Oh, okay. The lead. Yeah, I know they don't like lead because it gets in the water table. Well, the government is above the law. You know, they make them. So they can take it wherever they got. Old remains from coal plants is really bad stuff. Wow. I'm learning all kinds of stuff. You know, on here on the YouTube learning. You know. Those ones say 40. Alrighty, well, I guess I'm gonna get off here, guys. I got some other shit to do. Like I gotta call my wife and see where the kid's at, see if he's at my mom's.